Hey guys, today we're going to be installing the RPM A-arms for the Arrma Outcast. This will also work on the Arrma Kraton. The procedure should be nearly identical. We're also going to be installing the RPM mudguards for the same A-arms. Now I noticed on the website, whenever you put in Arrma Outcast parts, it'll actually pull these up, even though on the package it only says Kraton, and on the website it only says Kraton, but it does work for the Outcast as well, and we are going to go ahead and put those in today. So firstly, we're going to remove the wheels with the Arrma Outcast lug nut tool. I'm not sure what happened to my video here, but I'm kind of just rolling with it. Once you get the wheel off, you're then going to take these two bolts out. They are both 3mm. It'll release your hub and your shock tower. So once those are out, both will just pop right out. Then we're going to need to remove the rear bumper. To do that, you're going to have these two bolts right here. To get those out, there's going to be these two holes in the back. Then there's four more underneath. These are 4mm and 2.5mm. 2.5mm, just like the one on the very back there. Once all those four are removed, just take a little screwdriver and you can actually just pry that thing off. It's probably stuck with a little bit of dirt and stuff in there, but it should come right out. Then grab your channel locks and go ahead and start pulling on this pin. Now this pin is what your A-arm is riding on. It probably will take a little bit of wiggling, maybe even a little bit of oil, but with some negotiation it will come out. With that out, you can then pull your control arm right off. I would take this time to go ahead and clean inside there, just because it'll allow the new parts to go in quite a bit easier. Anyway, once that's all done, you can then reinstall your RPM arm. Now this is going to go on exactly the same way your old one came off. Everything is identical. You will notice a lot of things are tighter on the RPM arm. RPM did do that on purpose. It will take a little extra negotiation with the parts, but it definitely makes it worth it in the end. Anyway, now let's get to those mud guards. Now with the mud guards, RPM includes 6 screws. You will be using all 6 of those. Now I will be honest, if you haven't put the A-arms on already, I actually would recommend doing that, or I would actually recommend putting on these mud guards before you put the A-arms on. I'm kind of doing this way to show people how to do it if you already had the A-arms on. Like let's say if you bought the A-arms and now you're buying the mud guards. Anyway, that first outer screw is pretty easy, but I had a lot of issue, as you can see here, with the inner screws. They didn't really want to start. I didn't have a whole lot of room, not a whole lot of clearance. So my recommendation would be to go ahead and start the screw without the mudguard there, because they are not threaded. The RPM arms are not threaded. You have to make the threads. So I would start the screw and then put the mudguard on and then screw it all the way down tight. Now if you look here, I did eventually have to turn it upside down. Yeah, I feel like you're going to have to turn it upside down no matter what to do this part. It's a very awkward fit. You definitely need a longer driver like I have there. But it turns out great. I think they look good. I haven't got to try them out yet on how functional they are. I do want to warn you, if you run Gen Ace batteries, they will rub a little bit. Mine rub. As you can see there, they're slightly bent. But I'm going to run it anyway, and I suggest you do the same. I mean, who really cares? But anyway, that's been a PRC tutorial. Thanks for watching.